Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to show you how I build this lead magnet in like 2 minutes. So if you're working in sales or marketing or DevOps team, you probably have built lead magnets before to attract potential clients. Lead magnets are a great way to build a list of prospects, but it's time consuming if we want to do more volume or more personalization or at scale. So let me show you quickly how I build this lead magnet in just a few minutes. The first step is a topic and then it's a research. Assume you have a topic, and now for research, you're probably thinking we're just going to use ChatGPT, but let's do a little better. So instead of ChatGPT, I'm going to use Perplexity. And the reason is, instead of making information up, which is ChatGPT, just looking at your prompt and like generating information out of thin air, we're going to look at Perplexity because it's going to give us the sources where it's pulling information from. So we can also validate if these are the sources we trust, where we're getting the information from. If you're building a lead magnet, you want to build a quality lead magnet. You actually want your lead magnet to add value so the prospect will engage with you further. If your lead magnet is just like some words that doesn't add any value to the user, they're going to bounce off. They're probably never going to look at your business again. So it's super important to like build a lead magnet that's actually good and useful. I'm going to keep things a little simple in this video, but hopefully it'll give you an idea on what to do. So my prompt in Perplexity is going to be a beginner's guide to AI automation for people working in DevOps. So here's the answer. It goes through understanding AI automation in DevOps, key strategies, practical AI automation workflows, essential AI capabilities, and getting started practical tips. Looks pretty comprehensive. I think it does cover a lot of topics here. And if I look at the sources, it's pulling from RTS Labs, it's pulling from Zapier, it's pulling from Automation Anywhere, and there's like a bunch of other resources. So again, this is just a demo, but if you are actually using the Perplexity, I would just make sure you validate the sources and make sure you trust the sources it's pulling information from. If not, you can work with Perplexity more, ask follow-up questions, ask it to refine. The idea is leveraging AI to generate kind of like your core of your content. So once we have the content, now we need to make it look presentable. All right, for this, I'm going to use this app called Gamma.app. So it's basically like a tool that can turn your your notes, your PDFs and everything into presentation or documents, etc. So once we go to Gamma.app, we can create a new document with AI. Here we have an option to paste your text, generate from a one-line prompt. I don't like this one because it's just going to make information up. We actually want credible sources, so we're going to skip that one. Or import file or URL. Maybe you already have existing documents within your organization that you can leverage to build a white paper. This is your opportunity. Just upload that and boom, you're good to go. So in this example, we're just going to paste in the text. So whatever we got in Perplexity, I'm just going to paste it here. At the bottom, we can see it's pulling all the citations as well. So make sure you make a copy of the citations, just in case you need to add those citations at the very end, depending on how you practice your documentation work. All right. So once you paste in your text, you're going to see this new window, which is where you can sort of like customize your prompt and then see what sort of like report you want to write. On the left, we'll see what sort of text we want to generate for like each sort of page. Do we want it to keep things brief, medium, or detailed? We have an option to generate more content based on those topics, condense it, or like preserve. So like whatever structure we have in our notes, I would just paste it, kind of like stick to those limits versus like not really being more creative. And you have an option to pick your audience and your tone of voice, again, based on the audience you're writing for. This is all done automatically based on the text that we added. So it's going to leverage all this information and like sort of create that master prompt and like behind the scenes to generate that sort of like report for you. So once we hit continue from here, we're going to have an option to generate the theme. Of course, you can also add your brand theme, you can customize it. But if one of these themes that resonate with your brand, as a starting point, if you just want to look at, test one as an example, I'd say pick the closest one to your brand and just hit generate. And now this tool was able to take our research notes and turn it into a report that looks a lot more presentable. If we take that data from ChatGPT or Perplexity and add it to Google Docs, it's not going to look as clean. This looks very polished that you could send to your potential prospects. Of course, this is like the first version that AI generated. There's probably going to be things that are missing, changes you may want to make. So again, just think of this as like your document or presentation editor. You can add different blocks, you can add images, videos, you can connect external tools, you can link a form, a type form. Maybe you want to quiz people more, maybe you want to qualify the leads. You have some survey questions, you have a form, you want to add a form for them to reach out to you for more details or to inquire your services or something. Again, you can add all those things. Maybe there's a piece of document, there's a section that it's missed. So you can just create a new page here and you have an option to generate that topic just using AI real quick. Again, this is not from Perplexity, so we don't know where it's bringing the data from. So you can either just do it yourself or still leverage the AI and just fact check and validate that information it's adding actually makes sense to the context you're generating this report for. And these images are also AI generated, which you can replace by stock media or the AI tool or the AI tool within the platform to generate images using the AI if you have a different version for the images. So yeah, that's pretty much it. You can go from an idea to your report for your lead magnet in literally minutes. As always, if this was useful, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel to learn more about how AI and automation can save you time. See you in the next one.